everyone, welcome to Busy Garden Life. It is January and here in Michigan it's cold and dreary and the sign of spring is nowhere to be found. So what I like to do in January is can whatever I can. I will can frozen tomatoes, peppers, whatever I have that I've kind of just thrown in the freezer from leftover in the summer, and try to use this time to just give life to our garden, right? So I'm not doing the tomatoes or the peppers or anything today. What I am going to show you today is canning dried beans. Now these are not from my garden. I bought these because I did not yield enough, but I'm hoping to be able to save some of these beans and plant them next year. I've got a huge amount of black beans, 25-pound bag, so that hopefully I can can quite a bit this year, but then also save some to just continue growing in the garden so that I don't have to purchase them anymore. But if you, I eat probably more than anybody in that family, black beans, garbanzo beans. We do the kidney beans in our chili and great northern beans. Like there's just so many different things, right? Now, today I am going to do black beans, kidney beans, and the great northern beans because Super Bowl is coming up in February and I don't have my kidney beans or northern beans for both a white chicken chili and a regular chili. I want to get those canned today so that I have them on hand and I don't have to purchase them in the store. I have my pressure canner on the stove over there. We're just warming the water up a little bit just to get it steaming, not boiling, not cold, because I am going to be using the raw pack method of my beans. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I love using the raw pack method for canning as much as I possibly can. And basically it just means that I'm not cooking, I'm not soaking the beans. I am literally just going to take a half a cup. I'm going to scoop a half a cup of beans in there and I'm going to put it in the jar. I guess I should have gotten my funnel out. Hold on. There we go. And that is it. I mean, it cannot get easier to can beans than this. So I'm gonna fill up, I think I'm gonna do 8 black beans, and then I'm going to do 5 and 5, or no, probably 6 kidney beans and 4 of the great northern beans. I like to keep things even numbers as much as possible. Now, I just do plain beans. I don't add any spices, any salt, anything to it. You absolutely could do that though if you wanted to. So after you fill the jars, you could put, like I said, salt in there, teaspoon of salt or so, whatever you want. Or you could do like a spice blend, like a Mexican spice blend. If you tend, like for the chili, the kidney beans, you could add that to it and it would be great to just dump into your chili. We like to season our chili as we go, so I just can them regularly and that's it. But, oh, I need just a little bit more. All right. All right, so we have the 8 black beans. Now we're gonna do the kidney beans. I got smaller bags here. Now, when I typically buy beans in the store, you're gonna pay over $1 for 1 can of beans. Even at Costco, an 8-pack of the black beans are $9. So I paid $35 for a 25-pound of black beans. Now, I'm not exactly sure the number. Maybe this time I'll actually keep track on how many I get out of it. I've never done that before. But if I kept track, I can guarantee you that I'm gonna get way more than, let me see, $9. I would have to buy 4 packs of 8 in the store a little bit more than that, or yeah, about 4 packs of 8 in the store in order to equal what I paid for those black beans. And that's gonna yield me 32 cans. I guarantee that I'm gonna get more than 32 cans because I've already got 8 and the bag is so full and big that I'm probably gonna at least double that. So you can see how economical it is to buy dry beans, or even if you can grow your own dry beans, and then can them. All right, so I'm gonna do 2 more of the kidney beans here. And then it's gonna be as simple as just adding some hot water to it. I don't do boiling water. My cans are cold right now too. They're cold because my temperature in the pressure canner is not gonna be boiling. It's not gonna be steaming. The hot water is gonna warm up the jars a little bit and then it'll equal more of the temperature in the pressure canner. I keep things a little bit cooler just because once you start working with it really hot, you have the chance of that jars breaking. I could get my jars nice and hot, add the hot water, and then make sure that the water in the pressure canner is hot as well. But for me, when I do the beans, because they're the raw pack, I just keep it all cool. I add some hot water and then just put it in the canner. It's so easy. I do my corn that way as well. And when I start warming up the pressure canner, you just want to do it nice and slow. So that way it doesn't get too hot really quickly where the jars will break. It's just a nice slow increase in temperature, and then the pressure starts to rise, and that's that. Okay, my 23 quart Presto pressure canner will get 18 jars, half pint or pint jars, 2 rows. You know, I can stack it on top of each other. So I have my 18 jars filled here, and then I'm gonna get some hot water. We're gonna fill the jars with hot water, leaving 1 inch of headspace, which is just basically below that rim. A little bit below that rim is what we're aiming for. And then we're going to put the cap on, the lids on, and get them into that pressure canner. And it is seriously as easy as that to can your beans. All right, so let's get the water added. All right, I am just now finishing the last jar. I checked on my temperature over there and it's warm, but not too hot, so that's good. All right, I've already washed all my lids. I had them in this bowl here of water. And I'm going to just put the lids on top, oops, and the bands. Now, my next project is going to be the frozen tomatoes. I am going to make some ketchup with the frozen tomatoes that I have in the freezer. So if you're interested in that too, make sure that you like and subscribe the page. That way you get the notification when that pops up and you can see how to make some ketchup. You can use it for your fresh tomatoes too, but I love making ketchup out of my frozen because it is so much easier. It's less having to break some stuff down or cooking the tomatoes down because the water kind of comes out when you thaw it up. And there it is. I just find that it's a lot easier that way. All right, we're gonna band these and then get them right into the pressure canner. All right, so now we're gonna kind of get them in here. should be able to fit 9 on the bottom and 9 on the top. Okay, I actually think I might have been able to fit 10 on the top and 10 on the bottom, but oh well, it's done already. All right, so we're going to put our cap on, just lock it in place. I'm gonna kind of bring the temperature up just a little bit. I'm gonna keep watching it and just slowly bring up the temperature as the time goes on, so that I know that that water is getting warm at a nice slow temperature. And then once I start getting to the 11 pounds of pressure, then we're going to set the timer for 75 minutes, and these are going to process for 75 minutes. All right, so we're going to slowly let it come up, get it to that pressure and process, and I will see you back here when it's all done. All right, we are done. It has cooled, come all the way down and cooled a little bit, so take that off, and we're gonna start taking these beans out of here. Ooh, look at those pretty black beans. That purpley color. They've expanded really nicely, so that's how you kind of know that they are ready to go. They're nice and expanded, and when I go to use them, I'll just rinse them out like you normally would with a can. As you can see, the raw pack method works fantastic for the beans. Super quick, super easy. All you have to do is drop them in the jar and add some water, put them in the pressure canner, and you have beans for way cheaper than buying them at the store, which is what I love. So that is it. Stay tuned, because next time we are going to, or the next thing we're going to can is that ketchup. And you're going to want to do this because it's so much easier when you throw your tomatoes in the freezer and do this on a time of year where you're not trying to process and preserve everything. So make sure that you like and subscribe to the page so that way you can get the notifications. And until then, we will see you later.